Hi guys, welcome to episode 16 of Auto-TerraFirmaCraft. In the last one we set up the system for the automatic charcoal production, and so far we got 31 charcoal. That's pretty good. Unfortunately we're still losing items that despawn on the ground because the system isn't running quick enough. We would need to provide more stress units to the system so we can run it quicker, and in order to do so we need to add more sails to the windmill. But currently I have a severe lack of igneous alloy as usual. I actually have a bit of burlap cloth left and some jute fiber and even some wool, so we can easily make more of that. But the igneous alloy right now is the problem. So in order to make that, we need to make magma blocks, and in order to do so, we gotta melt cobble. Now the charcoal we actually made here is gonna help us right away, because now I can finally make more charcoal forges. Okay, let's check. Always need the dacite cobble. I got a little bit of left from mining. Definitely want to convert all of this into magma blocks. Okay, so now we can finally set up another charcoal forge here. We'll actually need that later for the blast furnace once we get there. Okay, couldn't do this earlier because I converted almost all of my charcoal into lignite, which you can't use to make the charcoal forge. Okay, I think also we're gonna need 2 more bellows, and then we can run 4 of those charcoal forges at the same time and convert all of this cobble into magma blocks, and then make more igneous alloy. We're looking on crushed iron ore. That's the second recipe for it. Yeah, I've still got plenty of that left, but can never have enough of crushed iron ore, it seems like. Let's see if you can use this setup to make wool cloth as well. Brought the yarn already. It should actually work, I thought about it. But there was the problem that if you would only use one deployer and it picks up the wool yarn, he would place it on the loom again. But I'm pretty sure this one will now pick up the wool yarn and immediately get sucked up by the shoe, so it wouldn't place it. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it does. Okay, sweet. Finally, a decent amount of igneous alloy. This should last a while, and it actually solves another of our issues. We're always running out of shafts. Can actually also craft shafts out of this. That's gonna be the alternative to mining up the raw stone. Okay, I got 38 burlap cloth and 9 wool cloth. Time to make some sails. The wool cloth, we actually get 4 sails, so there should be 36. And with the burlap cloth, you only get 2, but yeah, 64 more. And that means we already have enough for the max speed windmill. 96 is what I needed. I was actually right a couple episodes. We had to adjust the amount of blocks that the chassis pulls. As you can see here, one of the bamboo blocks is actually getting pulled along. Okay, can fix this right away. Jump up there. Ah. Come on. So one was probably set to 2 then. Yeah, this one here. Okay, now it's fixed. Alright, then I'm gonna place the other sails. And now we can witness the crafting power of this fully built and operational bamboo farm. Oh, it actually spins a lot quicker now. So it does help. Okay, here we can adjust the speed now. Minus 256. Ooh. Okay, this is a lot better. Might this even be a bottleneck now? How fast we can pull out the bamboo? Not entirely sure. It almost looks like it. Okay, it goes a lot quicker now. More sticks. I mean, you can always expand the vault here and maybe add a second funnel. Or just make it long enough so we can add 3 of them. Get rid of the tunnels. But we'll see. I mean, now we can check if we still have items on the ground. This setup might be enough. now that this thing actually spins so quickly, it created another problem. For some reason, a lot of the bamboo is skipped now. That's a shame. I guess what I gotta do is actually remove the sails again and make it rotate at the original speed of 4 RPM. And then make a separate windmill that provides additional stress units. A bit of a shame. So setting this up correctly will all be about finding the right balance. So right now it seems like the stick crafting system can more than keep up if you look at the amount of depleting bamboo in there and the amount that is incoming every so often. Yeah, the windmill stops. So that's great, but we got a ton of sticks there. So we got a bottleneck here, I think, with the funnel system and the belt. I don't think we can put the sticks in quick enough. Almost seems like you could maybe actually slow down stick crafters and just keep this running at full speed. Yeah. Tricky. Looks like those changes were successful. The amount of sticks I have in there is slowly decreasing while we don't have any overflowing bamboo. Everything is processed before the thing comes back in. Okay, now I just need to find a spot for a separate windmill. Those things are huge. Where would it even fit in nicely? I was actually thinking, good idea would be if I would actually carve out the area below the bamboo farm and have another rotating windmill there. So this would definitely require some effort. You would need like supporting blocks there where the gravel is right now. Yeah, we basically have to place the dirt again. Okay, since I still have a lack of building blocks, there's something I can maybe do later. I mean, maybe 10% or so of the bamboo isn't harvested right now. Not a huge loss, so we can maybe do this later. So now that the automatic charcoal maker is kind of working, my next automation project would be automating ingots somehow, because that really annoys me at the moment. But I feel like I need a crucible for this in the first place, so I need to find some kaolinite. But maybe I can actually combine this with something else I wanted to do. So it's actually December 5th, no snow inside, so far settling in the south was really nice. But I also miss winter. The landscape further up north is so much different, so a change of scenery would be nice. And I was thinking I could actually go up 16,000 blocks north to where Methods lives, to the old base, and maybe get a little bit of kaolinite from him. He also asked me for something in return, so he wants some of those kapok saplings. Hey, there's actually snow layers on top of the kapok tree that I planted here. Yeah, so Methods was asking for some saplings, and I think also gonna bring in some palm saplings. Those are a bit further south, so we're gonna take a quick trip, the horse, to the kapok forest, get some saplings, and then return and trade with Methods. The problem with getting the kapok saplings and also for the palm tree is actually getting up there because it's so high up, and I would need some scaffolding for this. So this is just wool yarn or string and either lumber or bamboo. And now for the first time, I actually don't have a huge pile of bamboo laying around. So it actually comes in really convenient that I can just harvest the leftover ones here to get a little bit of bamboo. So now it even has an advantage because I don't have like a separate bamboo storage or field. Okay, so let's prepare for the journey. Only got a couple sandwiches left and they spoil in one day already. Better eat them. But I guess for the journey I'm gonna bring some potatoes. Okay, that's at least better than eating straight up grain. And gives me at least vegetables and grain. Then I can put this away. Take my toolboxes and then can I head out. Another thing I actually want to get from going up north is a couple rye and barley seeds. Because that's actually just the superior grain source. Okay, then let's take the good horse and go south first. And I guess I'm gonna come back here and then we can take the boat to get up to Methods. So about 3,000 blocks away from home, further down south, I finally reached the forest I was looking for. So here we got some palm trees. I think those only generate really further down south. And of course, kapok leaves, so I'm gonna get my saplings from here. For some reason, I actually don't mind exploring in TerraFirmaCraft at all. It's actually really fun. In vanilla, it's kind of meh, but here I like it. Okay, let's get some scaffolding. I was also collecting, as always, some jute seeds, sugarcane seeds on the way, because those are also not renewable. Oh, that's funny. It's actually the spot where we had the two pandas and I planted a couple bamboo saplings. Maybe those jungle vines would also come in handy. Definitely gonna pick up some of those as well. So if you actually get up here, those cardboard trees have a lot of leaves, so it's no problem to get the saplings back. Okay, so I got 14 palm saplings, 17 kapok saplings, also some hanging vines, and some liana. Alright, then time to head back, and then head further up north. 15,500 meters, let's go. I also brought my diving gear, in case we see some glow squid. We could also hunt those. Yeah, this would be a good idea. Maybe let's stay a bit more to the coast. Because last time I spent all of my glow squid ink on those arrows, but I definitely want to upgrade my science. I wonder if we can make a glow squid farm at some point, but I almost feel like it might require a perimeter. Okay. Also, I was thinking I could maybe stick to the coastline a bit, so I can explore the shape of the continent I'm on a little bit. Because we only get ocean here in between Method's place and mine. The target is still quite a distance away, but I actually just stopped here at the coast because there's a new tree type, maple logs. So definitely one of my goals is at the end to have every type of sapling and tree available. So I'm definitely also gonna pick up a couple of those. So here we are back at the old place. Definitely has changed a little bit. The kelp farm is new. Method's recently built that because he's actually using dried kelp to fuel a steam engine. He's using the dried kelp blocks there. And this is basically powering the whole base. Yeah, something I also want to get into later. But for now the windmills do a pretty good job, but this is definitely so much better. I think Method has like 150,000 stress units available with that. So that's definitely the preferred way of generating stress units. Okay, let's have a look around. Yeah, this hasn't really changed much. So when we played there for a week, I was still also up here north. Decoration wasn't really the focus point. It was mostly getting to know the game and just rushing the content as quickly as possible. So do we have around here the old foraging area. Then you got some nice gutter water. It was actually such an upgrade compared to having to run 60 blocks every time to drink. Then we got two bloomeries. That's, by the way, a blast furnace. Okay, that's something I want to get later. Then here we used to make charcoal. It's also kind of nice. Here on the side, those icicles would always form. And as you can see, there's a lot of snow around. The snow layers are actually crazy in this. They can get up to 5 high. Not like in vanilla, where you get one layer of snow. Here, it actually really gets annoying. That's why at some point we also put in this roof to not have to deal with the snow layers anymore. And also Methods slapped this area here just to get rid of the snow. And here's the bamboo Methods brought home. Okay. Yeah. All seems so familiar, but this is all new here, what Methods did. So we used to have just a small create mod area. We had basic machinery, and I think Methods just recently rebuilt everything. So now we got multiples of everything. Oh, that's really convenient. And he also made a cobble generator recently. It's basically the renewable way of getting all kinds of metals and ores. Maybe have a peek into those chests. That's looking good, and all produced fully automatically. And some redstone. Oh, that would be nice to have. Okay, what else is there to show? I think we got a huge hole, a couple 100 meters from here. It's maybe interesting. Ah yeah, here it is. So this goes down all the way to Y-60, and you can faintly see it. There's some green stuff below. There's actually farmland at the bottom. And crops are grown there. So that's something I actually noticed at some point. There's always this temperature information you can get. Current temperature up here is minus 18 degrees. At some point I noticed that if I go lower, it actually gets hotter. Which also makes sense. In reality, also once you go a couple meters underground, it gets hotter just because of the heat from the earth core. And if you check now, 9.4, 10, yeah, 11, 12, 13.1. So all year round, we got 13.1 degrees Celsius here, which is perfect for growing crops all year round. So that's something at some point I also want to do. But of course, we also need to make such a big hole. The create mod drill was the tool we used here, yeah, to make this. Because the new place also want to make this even larger. But yeah, that's definitely nice. There are no greenhouses or something like that in the game. This is basically the alternative. Pretty much everything grows here, except of course, couple exceptions that need like temperatures of 15 degrees or higher. I'm actually surprised he didn't make an elevator yet. Great mod, you can also make great elevators. Gotta climb a ladder, 130 blocks. Oh wow, so many cows here. And all the quails. And this was still the horses. I wonder if my horse is still here. So I had a black one, I think it was like 12.6 meters per second. Let's see. Oh yeah, here it is. Yeah, my old horse. I think I can still use this. I want to go exploring a little bit to get some rice seeds here as well. So Methods also should arrive in a couple minutes. He's still busy, so we can do the trade. Found one. Here we got a mighty 2x2 sequoia tree. They're really rare, so I definitely won't chop this one down. So I've been waiting for 1 hour now. Methods is still not back. I kind of want to move on, so I'm gonna leave my stuff here. The deal was I get a little bit of kaolinite, and Methods gets the saplings. So I'm just gonna place a chest here. That should be visible. Got a sign that says saplings from El Mango. There we go. So I'm gonna put in the hanging vine, liana, kapok, palm sapling. Also gonna bring him some tree fern and some maroon if he doesn't have it, and a lemon sapling. Okay, the rest of the saplings I wanna bring home. Okay, then I'm gonna grab some kaolinite. It was in this chest here. I think I can get 16 or so. That's enough to make, I think, 4 crucibles even, but probably not enough for a blast furnace. Okay, but let's move on. I actually wanted to head out and collect a couple rice seeds, so I think I'm just gonna ride up further north. If you look at the map, I've done a lot of exploring here already. So my plan would have been, I haven't rode up really too far north, like 3,000 blocks. Yeah, and there's actually very little rivers to cross. Maybe go up this way and then over there. Usually in the big plains there's always a couple of rice seeds, and maybe go exploring up north. It's even colder. Maybe we can even see some polar bears. There's actually, I think, an achievement or advancement if you go to minus 20k plus 20k, so that the hottest and coldest spots. That's something I actually also want to get in the long run. Maybe we'll just keep going north. It's only like 13,000 blocks to this. Yeah, why not? On the way you can get a lot of seeds and so on. I think that's a good idea. Ooh, nice. Birch leaves. It's actually a new one. So Auto-TerraFirmaCraft birch tree. If you look at the page with all the different planks, so it looks like that's the first Auto-TerraFirmaCraft plank. 19 different trees in total. Ash I haven't seen. Aspen is new. Blackwood I haven't seen at all. Hickory I've seen. We can get that. Pine. Rosewood I've never seen before. There's definitely a couple I haven't seen before. White cedar as well. There's like 4 or 5 I've never seen before. Maybe we get those further up north or further down south. Oh, I also remember those guys. Saber-tooth cats up north. They killed me once or twice even. So we should maybe move on. Let this guy sleep. Oh, finally, a resort that never find any. There is some wild rye. I think what actually happens is that the snow can cover it as well. That's why it's really hard to find right now. Pretty sure like a minute ago there was even more around. Is it actually covered by snow? I think this can happen. Guess I'll just grab what I can see. Should have come maybe in summer, but I think it would be more spectacular to come in winter. Hindsight wasn't the greatest idea. There's actually something here I didn't expect at all. There's a Badlands biome in the north. Yeah, I'm actually now so far up north that I'm exploring new terrain. All my time playing up to the north, I've never seen a Badlands biome. Oh, grizzly bear. Seen one of those. They're really dangerous. Let's get out of here. Oh, polar bears. They say if it's white, good night, so we should probably get out of here. I don't want to find out. Oh my god, they're scary. They're hungry. Minus 14,700. This kind of looks like a good place to settle, but with this moon landscape around here, I think this would actually be for a challenging playthrough. Here you really gotta work for your food. I guess you probably gotta dig up and try to find seeds this way, or wait for summer, like the 2 months where the snow melts, to find some rice seeds or whatever. This would be really challenging here, so first down south is actually way easier. Also saw a new animal. I've never seen that one before, a yak. I think it's some sort of a cow. But is it like the musk oxen that you can shear, or can you milk it? It would actually be nice if you could do both. The book actually has some info. Yaks spawn in cold climates with temperature of at most minus 11 degrees Celsius. Oh boy. They have one child and are pregnant for 64 days. It's actually not that bad. And reach adulthood in 180 days. They can have children 23 times if they never milked, or be milked 230 times. They produce milk once a day. This is actually much better than the cow. So the cow, on the other hand, yeah, it takes longer for them to reach adulthood, and they can only be milked 128 times. Ooh. So it would actually be OP animals to get. This would be quite interesting. This might be a bit ambitious, but I'm gonna make a waypoint. Not sure. One of the plans we had in the long run is actually to make a great mod train going from 20,000 to minus 20,000. Maybe at some point we can pick those up. There's also horses that far up north. Any good ones? Yeah, if you would actually find the 1 in a million horse that far up north, this would also be more than good, but also a bit annoying. And there's gotta be a new tree here. Aspen log. Okay, I'll definitely take a couple saplings. What is going on? We're gonna lose the horse up here. It's glitched out somehow. Oh no. Let me get it on the ice. What? There's powder snow in this! Oh no! Did not expect this at all. Well, since a bucket is the most late game item in TerraFirmaCraft, you can't pick it up if it works like in vanilla. Yeah, it's just gonna disappear. Okay, it would be nice to actually have one. Maybe we actually have vanilla mechanics. Can we make a cauldron? Yeah, just some wrought iron sheets. Kinda expensive, but maybe it works similar. We can actually also get some powder snow. So we're now at minus 18,800, only 1,200 blocks away from the coldest point in the game. And there's also no trees around here at all anymore. Guess that would be the hardest place through here. Okay, only 160 blocks away now. It wouldn't be for the occasional stick on the ground, it would be all white. Kinda doesn't make too much sense to have those sticks with grass below. Now 50 blocks left. 20. And there we are, minus 20k. Coldest point in the game. Is there actually an ocean ahead? Or is this just a big lake? Okay, this just looks like a big lake here. Let's actually check how cold it is here. Let's go back to minus 20k. Because if I would ride further up north, then it actually gets warmer. So here we have average temperature minus 19.8, and right now we got minus 29.2. And that's, yeah, in early spring already. So it should be even colder in winter. Okay, but the average temperature was minus 19.8. So if we go a bit further north, like 100 blocks, we should already see that it gets warmer again. Okay, 100 blocks. Although it also changes with the elevation and so on. This should also have an effect. Yeah, I think it was just higher up. Yeah, this is technically coldest point in the game. I guess if you go higher up in the sky, then it's even colder up there. We're at Y200 now, basically at cloud level, and it doesn't get colder anymore. So minus 45.7 degrees. I think it changed around 170, but it didn't get any colder. So you have the same temperature and so on. I guess the absolute lowest temperature should be right around, I guess, January at night. So I'm not sure what's the lowest possible temperature in TerraFirmaCraft, but we got to minus 45. Maybe minus 60 is possible. Who knows? There was a great view up here. Maybe we should build a new base there. Alright, so this was my exploration to the coldest point in TerraFirmaCraft. Saw a couple interesting animals, got new sapling types. I think on the way back, I'm also going to take a different route. Maybe we can find a couple more different trees. So there's actually 19 in total. And the advancements also keep track how many I found already. So I got 12 out of 19. 7 more to find. It's quite interesting. Apparently there's actually 32 different biomes in this. And I only have 17 at this point. There's a lot more to explore. I know there's actually cactus in the game. I've never seen a desert. Alright, so we'll turn around now and bring the horse back. Got a long journey and then also a really long boat ride to get back home. Let's actually check. 28,700 meters away from home. Okay, that's all for today, guys. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.